talk about great running
Bo.
backs of all time, you're going to forget Bo Jackson.
I ain't never really
one of the great running backs of all time.
watched Bo like that, so hey.
No way, that can't be real.
See
No,
what
you
Bo
thought the
was
TV
on,
was a
man.
video game.
He looked like
kinda
a
going back and
grown.
forth between
How old was he
reality.
in that picture?
And off to Bo, off the left side, gets to the outside, first down. He streaks to the 20, the 30. They'll never catch him. He's at the foot.
Hold on, what was Bo 40?
He
fast as fuck.
He streaks to the 20, the 30. They'll never catch him. He's at the 50, the
Hey,
30,
man.
the 20, 90 yards.
260.
I ever saw it. For
Running
pure
a
athleticism.
4.2.
I think it was the best, and I hate to see that forgotten, but I don't think it bothers Bo at all.
I have
Greatest
never
athlete.
seen anybody do that.
Damn that. Hold on. Did this man just on some Spider-Man grunt on the
I
wall?
think it was the best, and I hate to see that forgotten, but I don't think it bothers Bo at all.
I have never seen anybody do that.
Bro.
In the history of professional sports, no one has done what Bo Jackson did. While today's athletes struggle to stay healthy playing just one sport, Bo didn't just play two. He dominated both at the highest level. He was an MLB All-Star,
He was an MLB All-Star? Hold on. For my baseball heads on my channel and football heads. Why nobody on ever put Bo on my comments, man? Y'all was tripping.
NFL Pro Bowler
Yeah, I
at
had
the
to
same time.
find Bo
This wasn't a
myself.
gimmick or a publicity
Well, I
stunt.
knew of
It
Bo,
was
but
real.
I ain't know.
When Nike launched the Bo Knows campaign, it wasn't hype. It was a fact. What Bo accomplished wasn't just rare, it was unprecedented.
So Frank was able to get it in the air.
That bitch just broke a bet across his head.
Accomplished wasn't just rare, it was unprecedented.
Why did I see this man run on the wall like he's Spidey, and now he's breaking a bet across his head like he's Superman? This man was
Dented.
So Frank was able to get it in the air.
Bo Jackson unloads on this one, and no
Yeah, homers
doubt
and
about it, it's
everything.
way out of here.
And in today's hyper-specialized sports world, it's flat out impossible.
Is Bo the best two-way?
If I could take the Bo from the
Better
late
than
80s
Deion?
into today's games, and he were 100% healthy, which in the end he obviously was not, Bo would dominate in football and baseball just the way he dominated in the late 80s.
In episode 1, we showed you Bo's rise from a rough Alabama childhood to a 3-sport wrecking ball in high school and college.
Oh my God.
Today we enter the pros, and what happens next will absolutely never happen again. After leaving Auburn as a Heisman Trophy winner, Bo Jackson stood at a crossroads no athlete had ever faced. Genuine stardom in 2 different professional sports.
That's
Most
crazy.
athletes dream of making it to the pros in one sport. Bo had to choose between
played
2.
baseball in high school and
The
stuff like
Tampa
that,
Bay
too?
Buccaneers selected him first overall in the 1986 NFL
Bit went number 1.
draft.
Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers select first choice on the first round. Running back from Auburn, Bo Jackson.
It's draft day.
But what happened next stunned the sports world. When the Bucs flew Bo to Tampa for a physical before the draft, they told him it was cleared by the NCAA. It wasn't. That visit cost him his final season of college baseball eligibility. Intentional or not, Bo felt like they sabotaged him, and he wasn't going to let it slide.
And I told him numerous of times, if you draft me, you're going to waste a draft pick. I said, I swear to God, you're going to waste a draft pick. And they drafted me anyway. And the proof's in the pudding. They lost a draft pick. And I ended up playing with a team that I was probably meant to play for.
And so, he walked, not just from the Buccaneers, but from football altogether. Instead of taking the field in the NFL, Bo signed with the Kansas City Royals, who had taken him in the 4th round of the MLB draft. The Royals signed Bo to a 3-year deal worth just over $1 million and guaranteed him a spot on their 40-man roster, almost unheard of for a 4th-round pick.
That is insane. I did not know that. He said, man, I'm not, no. Y'all about to waste this pick. Nigga,
Jackson said the football
Wait,
injury factor
did he not want to play for Tampa Bay? Or was it like something like he wanted to go back to college? Like, why did he not want to?
Not a major reason
That's
for choosing
crazy.
baseball, but Jackson did refer to the football injury factor several times.
You'll never know what'll happen out there on the field. You're just out there taking it one play at a time, and the next one could be your last. And I don't think I could put up with that.
But perhaps the major reason Jackson chose baseball is that everybody expected him to pick football.
I proved all of you wrong. And now all of you are sitting here saying, this guy, he's done just the opposite. I'm going to always do the opposite.
I'm going to always do the opposite.
Jackson, I'm going, what are you doing here? You know, you just won the Heisman Trophy. What are you doing in our locker room? And about 2 months later, we found out why he was there.
While most rookies spend years grinding in the minors, Bo rocketed through Double-A and made his major league debut just months later. Imagine being a Bucs fan with the #1 overall pick,
right now,
and then finding out that you wasted your pick. I instantly get those images from past NFL drafts of Jets fans. By refusing to listen to Bo and drafting him anyway, the Buccaneers lit the #1 pick on fire. They could have taken Charles Haley, who'd go on to win 5 Super Bowls and make the Hall of Fame. Or Kevin Green, another future Hall of Famer with 160 career sacks. They could have even taken Neil Anderson, the 4-time Pro Bowl running back who replaced Walter Payton in Chicago. Instead, they got nothing, while Bo became a legend in another sport. Bo said later on that if the Bucs would have traded his pick to another team, he would have played football.
How different could
Why
it have
he
gone
goes to the
had-
Bucs?
Like, you just didn't want to play in the NFL for Tampa, right?
I didn't want to play for Tampa, no.
So if it was anybody else, what would have happened?
If it would have been the 49ers, more than likely, I probably would have still tried out for baseball somewhere if they had let me.
And the fallout, it was brutal. The Bucs went 2-14 that season, the same record they had the year before. In fact, from the moment they drafted Bo, they didn't have a single winning season for nearly a decade. On June 30th, 1986, Bo began his major league career with the Double-A Memphis Chicks.
First at bat, first inning. Here's the pitch, a smash up the middle, base hit, drives in one as the Memphis Chicks take a 3-0 lead over the Columbus Astros. Bo Jackson's decision to play baseball, looking pretty good through his first at bat.
In just 53 games with Memphis, Bo stole 25 bases, hit 7 home runs while batting .277. That was enough for the Royals to pull the trigger. On September 2nd, 1986, Bo Jackson made his major league debut against the White Sox, going 1 for 3. What many forget though, Bo's first at-bat was against Hall of Famer Steve Carlton. Bo crushed a curveball over the left field pole in what many thought was a home run, but the ump called it foul.
What?
On the next pitch, Bo hit a routine ground ball to second base, but somehow beat out the throw for his first major league hit in his very first at-bat.
This guy's 220 pounds. How can he move that fast? How can he get down the line that fast?
I swear, bro. Like, what the fuck? Nigga not human, bro.
That set the precedent right there that this guy can run like a deer.
On September 15th, Bo hit his first home run. It just happened to be the longest home run in the stadium's history.
Right-hander into the windup. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Making ball driven to left center field and well hit. Back goes Bradley. Back goes Moses. Oh, it's a home run and it's almost on the top of the bank in left field.
Yo, was he genetically made, bro? He was hitting dingers. Hold on, who hit it? I know Barry Bonds, I think, hit the farthest home run.
By next season, Bo had played his way into KC's starting lineup. His first full season gave fans glimpses of what was to come. 22 home runs, 10 stolen bases, and jaw-dropping athleticism in the outfield. He still lacked polish, but nobody could take their eyes off him.
When I think of Bo Jackson, I think
Frank
of
Thomas.
Best
Hey, Frank, stop playing with Frank.
he's ever been. By far, he's just a God-gifted young man. Whether it's speed of foot,
God-gifted. Hell yeah, he definitely got gifted.
That speed,
Cause boy,
even throws fast.
Was Bo like a jaw dropper for even professional athletes?
Yes.
Yeah?
I mean, you know, just you watch him come off the football field and just without any kind of practice, just step on a baseball field and start launching balls 500 feet. Just like unbelievable. One of the fastest guys I've ever seen.
Bo could turn a routine single into a double and made throws from the warning track that left base runners frozen.
That's insane.
And if that had been a play made in the World Series, it would be legendary. It was just that great an athletic play.
It was the greatest play I've ever seen.
What happened? Wham!
Bo hits it high and deep to right field. If it stays fair, it could be. Strobel in the corner. It's a home run for Bo Jackson.
You know, you've got to really be careful when you face him because anytime he swings the bat, I mean, he can hit it 500 feet.
Also, during the 1987 baseball season, Bo was drafted by the LA Raiders in the 7th round.
The Raiders.
While Bo was on the road for baseball, he got a call from his agent letting him know that a team had expressed interest in baseball season. Bo was drafted by the LA Raiders in the 7th round. While Bo was on the road for baseball, he got a call from his agent letting him know that a team had expressed interest. When his agent told him it was the LA Raiders, Bo was in. Ironically, when legendary owner Al Davis drafted the first dual sport star and probably the greatest athlete ever, it wasn't even front page news in LA.
That's crazy.
Bo joined the Raiders during week 7 of the season. Although there was some talk of the Boz versus Bo matchup, he didn't actually play until a week later against the Patriots.
He's crazy if he thinks he can do both.
He's such a unique athlete, blessed with the size and the speed, you know, very similar to Herschel Walker. And I think football really missed something when he opted for baseball. And, you know, he might be wanting to prove himself in another sport because he has done fairly well in baseball so far.
Bo Jackson is an extraordinary athlete. I think we all know that. And if there's anyone who can pull it off, it would be Bo Jackson. I think he's crazy, and just in the pure sense of, if I had it to relive over again my childhood, I'd be down that baseball park hitting a curveball. I mean, these guys go into arbitration and lose for $1.6 million. Sorry, I'm not crying, guys.
I believe it can be done.
Hey, that's how it is though. Like, nigga, like, if I ain't gonna lie, if I could hit a baseball, bro. When I was a kid, I played baseball. I played pitcher and I played first base. But I couldn't hit like that, bro. I'm cute. I couldn't hit. If I could hit, I wouldn't play no other sport. Cause it's like you gonna get paid a lot of money to hit that ball and not get hit by other people playing football. Like, it's just a safe.
You look at today's athletes, they're tremendous. He's gifted with baseball talent and he's gifted with football talent. And it's great to know that the Raiders haven't given up on signing top athletes, and to have Bo Jackson on our roster, hey, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna let the opposition worry about it.
Let's think about this for a second. Bo had just finished a full baseball season, had no off season, and comes into the highest level of football and plays with a week of practice. That's crazy for someone at the high school level, much less the NFL.
It's the Kansas City Royals. Any way you look at it, I have to do my job with the Kansas City Royals before I could do anything else. Whatever comes after baseball season is a hobby for Bo Jackson. Just like fishing and hunting, I may pick up another hobby after baseball season.
In Bo's first NFL action, he rushed for 37 yards on 8 carries.
Here's Bo Jackson with his first NFL carry. Bo hasn't lost a whole lot, has he?
No.
Jackson takes it out across the 25-yard line. His first carry of the National Football League is good for 12 yards.
The Raiders went on to lose that game, 23-26, as well as the next 3 games after that. But as Bo's carries increased, the results started to change. In the Week 11 loss to the Broncos, Bo scored his first touchdown in impressive fashion while averaging 7.5 yards per carry.
Oh, look at this, a little reverse. Running room. Bo Jackson.
Oh, shit. That nigga fat. He ran a nigga over and then ran past it. Bong, get off me. I'm going. That nigga, that's different. Bro, he had to run a 4-2. He had to, because ain't no way he running that fast and them pads on like that, bro. What the fuck?
5 yards per carry.
Oh, look at this, a little reverse. Running room. Bo Jackson.
Boom.
Oh, look at it.
And then ran past everybody. That's insane.
Look at those eyes. Just look at those eyes. Only the second touchdown in the first half by these Raider regulars in the last 7 games now.
That's a play the Broncos didn't see on film. A new one for this game, and it pays off.
Then, the next week we get to see the Boz versus Bo matchup as the Raiders traveled to Seattle for Monday Night Football. Obviously, Boz talking trash before the game is why this matchup was talked about.
That's the matchup you like to see.
Bo Jackson
with the ball. Brian
come here.
Bosworth, here's he plays
come
it
here.
Perfectly flows
Mom! Yeah, I like it. Come here.
We
don't care about none of that.
Easily.
To me, though, the story was, in Bo's 5th game, he rushed for 221 yards, averaging 12.3 yards per carry, including this 91-yard touchdown where he made NFL stars look slow on Monday Night Football.
He just took off and went, boom, like
John Madden.
He was running so fast he couldn't slow down. He just ran all the way up to the tunnel and they lost him. And the camera's going, bo, 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 bo. You know, he was gone. There was no guy.
The Raiders finished that year with 3 consecutive losses at 5-10. Bo headed back to training camp for the '88 baseball season. That season showed his raw power and growing pains as a still developing baseball player. He played in 124 games for the Kansas City Royals, and when he made contact, it was violent.
It was
Bo
violent.
blasted 25 home runs, drove in 68 RBIs, and stole 27 bases, becoming one of the rare players to post a 25-25 season. That alone would turn heads. But he also struck out 146 times, the second most in the American League. Bo wasn't polished yet, but the ceiling was obvious. Playing at Baltimore that year, he hit a home run despite trying to call a timeout.
Bo Jackson last year as a rookie set a Royals rookie mark with 22 home runs. He wanted to call time on that pitch and nails it to deep left. Can you believe that? Incredible. He wanted to call timeout, held up his left hand to request time. He didn't get it, swung the bat, hit out of the park. A 3-run homer.
That's crazy.
Scouts were salivating. Fans were glued. Even with the strikeouts, Bo was already must-see TV.
Oh!
He had his bat on top of his helmet and he just started pulling.
He could stretch,
bro,
to single into a double,
Nigga, super
gun
human.
down a runner from deep right field,
Ugh,
or disappear a
ooh.
baseball 450 feet. In a league full of specialists, Bo was pure chaos in cleats, unpredictable, electric, and explosive.
The size, the speed, the power. I mean, he had all of that.
Give me that.
Bo Jackson timing that high drive by.
Bo's clips remind me of Michael Vick in that even his routine moments were viral. KC finished third in the American League West that season, missing out on the playoffs. Then, less than 2 weeks later, Bo reported to the Raiders on Wednesday, October 14th, and played against the Kansas City Chiefs 2 days later, rushing for 70 yards. Again, let's appreciate how crazy this is for a second. No training camp, just hello NFL, let's go. Even though he missed the first half of the season, Bo still rushed for 580 yards and regularly outgained Marcus Allen in individual games.
The guy can flat out fly. I mean, from the first 20 yards, I don't know if there's anybody as fast as he is. I mean, pure and simple explosion.
When Bo touches the football, the anticipation is unparalleled in anything I've seen in football.
The Raiders had 2 Heisman winners sharing the backfield, but Bo's explosiveness often stole the show. But the '88 season was just a precursor to what was coming in 1989. In 1989, Bo was voted onto the All-Star team.
You mean the All-Star
But
team?
before the break, he made one of the most spectacular defensive plays of the year in a tie 3-3 game in the 10th inning against the Seattle Mariners. With Harold Reynolds on first, Scott Bradley hit a dart off the left field wall. Reynolds, who was running with the pitch, should have easily scored. Bo scooped the ball near the warning track, didn't even take a step, and uncorked a 300-foot frozen rope, flat-footed, to catcher Bob Boone,
That's
who tagged out a
insane.
stunned Reynolds at home plate. No one there could believe what just happened as the Royals went on to win the game in 13 innings. It's a shame, though, that the TV coverage didn't quite capture this incredible play. All the focus was around the first base umpire being out of place on the call. With the July All-Star game approaching, Nike was preparing to launch the Bo Knows campaign. Everyone remembers these commercials.
Don't I know you? Nice shoes. Yo, Kansas City one. Are you sure we haven't met before? Where's that Tour de France thing? Nice shoes.
Where's that Tour de France thing?
The right turn in Albuquerque. Have you ever been to LA?
Damn. Nah, for real though.
Sir, that's what you think, dudes. Might you all join me in a spot of tea? Where'd you play your college ball? What is he doing here?
I thought this was another Bono's commercial.
Has anyone seen Bo's ball? I know, Kansas City. Nice shoes. Nice shoes. You ever play with Bo Diddley?
That was a Nike commercial?
Interestingly, though, Nike couldn't have asked for better timing to launch the campaign. Down 2-0 with 2 on in the first inning of the All-Star game, Bo makes a tough catch-look routine to prevent further damage.
Hey.
drive into left center field, coming in a hurry to pick it off. A fine catch by Bo Jackson, and that saves the American League from further damage.
Then, Bo led off the American League team with a homer and former President Reagan talking on the broadcast.
Hey. He's remarkable, and look at that one. Bo Jackson says hello.
Interestingly, Wade Boggs hit another one right after Bo to tie the game. On Bo's next at-bat, he hits a double play ball to short, but beats the throw to first, thus scoring a run. He then stole a base, making him the second player in All-Star game history to homer and steal a base in the same game.
That's crazy.
Bo finished the game 2 for 4 with a run, 2 RBIs, and the game MVP. Ironically, during one of the commercial breaks, Nike rolled out the campaign launching their cross-training shoes.
That's hard.
We were all awed by this one player named Bo Jackson.
And then I guess at some point during the game, during one of the commercial breaks, they roll out the Nike campaign.
He hit a home run in the All-Star game. And then you go to commercial, and it's like, Bo knows.
Bo definitely knows.
Bo knows baseball. Bo knows football. Bo knows basketball, too.
They got MJ in it. Yeah.
Bo knows tennis?
Bo knows running.
No.
Hey, was that Sidney Crosby? That looked like Sidney Crosby. Nigga said, no. Nah, he don't know hockey, nigga. Hockey different. He said, Bo knows weights.
Bo, you don't know diddly.
That's hard, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's funny.
Bo finished the '89 season with superstar numbers.
Are you surprised
32
that your
home
success
runs?
in baseball?
See, is Bo one of the greats in both sports? Hall of Famer? Football and basketball? I mean, baseball? Might as well.
No, I think I'm not trying to sound conceited or nothing, but I think the public is more surprised than I am because they're the ones a couple of years ago that said that this kid is out of his mind. He can't do this.
Yeah.
And I just come out and I do what I do every day and just let everything else take care of itself.
And the Royals had their best season in a while, finishing second in the American League West and tied for the third best record in baseball, but unfortunately did not qualify for the postseason.
Damn.
Because that was the pre-wild card era. I guess that was good for Raiders fans though. Once again, Bo didn't take much time off. Truth be told, he arrived midweek before LA's October 15th game against the Chiefs. In his annual press conference, when asked about his workouts during his 10 days off, Bo responded that he caught 3 catfish. Then 2 days later, Bo rushed for 85 yards on 11 carries, including this 45-yard touchdown run.
What?
In Week 9 against the Bengals, Bo broke loose for a jaw-dropping 92-yard touchdown. That run is still one of the longest in Raiders history.
And here's Bo Jackson around the
corner. Fast, boy. You're not catching that man. You're not catching
2 weeks later, he torched the Broncos for 113 yards on just 14 carries. Playing less than 70% of the season, Bo made the Pro Bowl and is still the only player to become an MLB and NFL All-Star.
That's crazy.
He did it in the same year.
That's insane.
This feat is unmatched, and one of the defining reasons why Bo knows wasn't just a slogan, it was a statement of fact. Unfortunately, the 8-8 Raiders missed out on the playoffs once again, but in reality, that probably helped Bo from a health standpoint. His 1990 baseball season was arguably better than his 1989 All-Star campaign. He batted .272 and hit 28 home runs in just 111 games.
Stop playing.
He was more of a complete hitter, reducing his strikeouts to 128, but nagging injuries cut his season short. But it wasn't without memorable moments. On July 11th, he made this routine play against the Orioles.
And not talent. Orsolak licks that one to left center field. Bo on the charge. Bo is there. Yo,
what the
He's running back in Baltimore at the old stadium there, and he reaches up and catches a ball over his shoulder. and he's about 3 or 4 feet from the fence. And he jumps up on the wall, takes about 3 or 4 steps, and then jumps off and
That
lands
nigga ran on
his
the
feet.
wall, bro.
And I'm saying, wait a second. I have never seen anybody do that.
I remember thinking, like, is that a big deal? Because it wasn't, not because I'd ever seen anything like that, but it didn't look like a big deal to him.
Again, this is
It didn't look like he even like cared. It was like, man, that's crazy. But nobody else gonna do that shit.
Thrown out here,
Nigga
outer
gonna
space to
get
be
to
able
that
to
wall
put on a
and kill
rodeo
this
for
him.
him.
On July 17th, he hit 3 home runs in 3 consecutive at-bats, driving in 7 runs against the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. On August 26th, he hit a home run in his first at-bat after returning from a 6-week stint on the disabled list. This marked his 4th consecutive home run over a span of games, a feat that tied a major league record. Bo rejoined the Raiders in October in Week 7 against San Diego, scoring 2 touchdowns. The Raiders entered their bye week with a record of 6-1, clearly their best season in a while. In Week 13 against the Broncos, Bo scored twice and rushed for 117 yards on 13 carries, including this incredible 62-yarder.
I am the type of guy that's determined not to be stopped, or I refuse to be beat at anything.
Bro, imagine if he got more
in Week
carries,
14 in Detroit, Monday
nigga
Night
would've
Football
had-
featured a fun matchup with the Lions and Barry Sanders.
Barry
rushed for 176 yards on 25 carries, and Bo carried the ball 18 times for 129 yards, including this 55-yard touchdown as the Raiders took out the Lions in a 38-31 shootout.
Damn.
The next week,
Detroit was
Bo
bad.
once again made the Bengals look like peewees when he rushed for 117
8
yards on just 8 carries, including this spectacular 88-yard reverse.
He didn't need a lot of carries, man.
To me, it still was a 88-yard run, and that almost resulted into a touchdown. You just have to look at him and shake your head. You know, I mean, me and Marcus went on the field and told him to get in the end zone and everything like that, but when he came to the sideline, we just looked at him, we just shook our head because, I mean, I don't know of any other back in the league who could have made that run except Bo Jackson.
The Raiders finished the regular season 12-4, winning the AFC West, and faced the Bengals in Bo's first playoff appearance as a pro in either sport. Bo looked every bit like the unstoppable force fans had come to expect. He ripped through the Bengals defense for 77 yards on just 6 carries.
Bro, why did he only get 6 carries,
An astounding
yo?
12.8 yards per carry. His longest run of the day, a 34-yard burst down the sideline in the 3rd quarter, showcased his trademark blend of speed and power. But that would be the final run of his NFL career. As he was tackled from behind by linebacker Kevin Walker, Bo dislocated his hip, and then as he rolled over on the ground, he actually popped it back into socket. We'd find out later that when he did that, he severed the blood vessels to his hip. At that time, no one really thought much of the injury. Bo was playing with his kids on the sidelines during the game and telling the media that he'd play the next week.
Can you tell me the nature of the injury? Minor. I will play next Sunday. You think you'll be there next Sunday? You had an opportunity to watch yesterday's game.
No,
Have
the
you
hell
ever
you
had the
won't.
occasion to play in that type of weather, and how do you think you'll do? I played in it twice. Once against the Bills and once against the Giants. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always
Who is all these goddamn people like just walking?
go up there and play against those guys. We just got to go up and try to play some intense football and try to get a win. Doesn't matter how we do it. We just got to go up and try to win. Is the injury a hip? Is it a pull or
I
is
feel
he
like
got a
I've
hip
seen that
pointer?
nigga before.
It's a slight hip pointer.
Don't that look like OJ? Am I tripping? Is that OJ? Am I tripping? It's OJ, ain't it?
So it's but it's really not that bad.
There was no indication that
Oh,
this
I
seemingly
wanna see it. Why
routine
they wanna
play
show
had
me
just
this?
ended the football career of the most electrifying
Damn, bro,
athlete
that's
in
crazy.
America. But the damage was done.
If he'd have been a less powerful athlete, he probably wouldn't have had that kind of shearing force to his hip joint. And he would have gone down in a tackle and he would have been fine. But he had such powerful legs, and that's what really got him.
The injury disrupted blood flow to the femoral head, leading to a vascular necrosis, the death of bone tissue. Just like that, the most electrifying player in the NFL, arguably the most gifted athlete America had ever seen, was gone from the gridiron forever at the age of 28. A few other notes about that day. That game marked the last 100-plus yard performance for Marcus Allen as a Raider, as well as the last postseason game for the Bengals until the 2005 season.
Damn.
And Phil Mickelson would win his first PGA tournament as an amateur.
Damn.
As spring training started, Bo reported with pain in his hip and a noticeable limp. The Royals, unsure whether Bo Jackson would ever play again after his devastating hip injury, released him on March 18th.
Damn.
It looked like the end of an unprecedented athletic career.
The Royals were full of hope, of course, at the time that he would be able to recover from that and go on. But as time went by and it became more and more obvious that he wasn't going to be the Bo Jackson of old, they just made a very difficult decision to let him go.
But Chicago White Sox owner Jerry Reinsdorf saw something others didn't and took a chance. He signed Bo to a modest one-year deal with options, fully knowing Bo would miss time rehabbing. After months of rehab and uncertainty, doctors hoped Bo's hip would heal naturally, but it didn't. The damage was worse than expected, and by April 1992, over a year after the injury, Bo underwent a full hip replacement.
Damn.
At just 29 years old, he received an artificial hip typically reserved for elderly patients, not elite athletes. Doctors told him he'd be lucky to walk without a limp, let alone run or swing a bat again. But Bo Jackson wasn't wired like other athletes. While the sports world moved on, assuming his story was over, Bo quietly went to work, learning to walk again, then run, then hit. And then, his mother got sick. Bo promised her that if he ever made it back to the major leagues, his first hit would be for her. Then, on Bo's first at-bat,
stop playing with me! Get up out of here! Get up out of here, ball!
You can't put it on the ball. Yes! Bo Jackson in his first at-bat in the 93 season.
everyone watching knew they had just witnessed the impossible. Bo wasn't the same player physically, but he still made an impact. He hit .232 with 16 home runs that season and was named the 1993 AL Comeback Player of the Year. In 1994, he signed with the California Angels and hit .279 in a strike-shortened season. And then, with the players' strike dragging into 1995, Bo surprised everyone again, this time by walking away. At age 32, with young children at home and nothing left to prove, he chose family over fame.
Damn.
He was a phenomenon, but that phenomenon was so brief that he wasn't really able to put anything lasting together. So if you're not old enough to have seen it, then there's no real reason to come across it anymore.
Yeah, that is crazy, bro.
He didn't win any titles. He didn't even really win that many individual awards because he shared time between the two sports.
Yeah.
So what you really are left with are just a few fleeting images.
Bo Jackson.
Fleeting. See, y'all gotta stop. You gotta respect y'all greats. I don't care that he ain't got no awards. We know what he was. We knew what he was.
Only athlete ever to be an all-star in both the NFL and MLB, retired on his own terms. He didn't just come back, he rewrote the definition of resilience, and he closed the chapter as one of the greatest what-if stories in sports history. Bo once said this in response to a question about him being better if he'd just played one sport. I want to be known as the athlete who was a great person because when all of this is over, who is going to remember Bo Jackson or what he did in such and such a game?
That's a fact, though. It's like, bro, it don't even really matter. Bro. I want to remember me as me. I really don't care if I had to play one sport. Nah, I did what I want to do. I want to play baseball, I want to play football. Bo Jackson, one of the greatest athletes of all time, ain't even close. I think Deion close, though. Deion is close. Let me know in the comments who y'all think is the greatest, though. I think it's Bo. Let me know in the comments. But look, man, on the road to 10K, we almost there, man. So I'm doing a giveaway at 10K. You know what I'm saying? So be ready for that. Let me see y'all next, man. No cap.